didn't hit your first basket of the night until there was less than 3 minutes in regulation. What did the game feel like for you after that moment?
I was just thinking about it because I knew you were going to ask it. I think, I've been talking about this before, like I really got to move on from the bad games to the next day because so many games in a row, especially now when January starts, right? And I think within the game, it's also, I'm really trying to be with the same mentality, not thinking of what happened before and just try to be best as I can be in present, basically. So,
what did you feel from the crowd?
It was amazing. I thought it was awesome, and I think it helped us a lot. Obviously, I think the energy is one of the most important parts of runs like we did, right? And the crowd is definitely something that helped us to find this extra juice, right, for us to be able to push further and further.
Egor, what do you make of the energy Day'Ron played with tonight, especially in overtime, diving out of bounds for loose balls? He won that jump ball late that sprung a three for you. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, honestly, like, again, I hit those shots. Mike hit some shots. Everybody hit something. But if Day'Ron didn't do what he done, I wouldn't get none of these shots because I got 2 of them from his hustle play. And I think sometimes it's even more important than being able to score the ball. I think, to have that mentality and hunger as he has, and really being able to sacrifice his body, right, and his effort towards his teammates. And I'm really proud of him. I think his impact to the game tonight was probably, for me, was number 1 for us.
Was there anything that you discerned or figured out or processed about the way they were defending you through the first 3 quarters that allowed you to get more space in the fourth and overtime?
I don't think so. I don't think they changed something, extremely. I think they're a very physical team, and they were physical throughout the whole game. And at the end of the day, it was on us to decide how we want to play against this physicality, and especially me, obviously, because they were intentionally pressing me and being physical, things like this. And, for us, as I said, we just had to figure it out.
I know it's probably hard to reflect right now, especially in this setting, but you just had one of the coolest moments of your NBA career, and then it comes in a loss. I guess, how would you describe just how you're feeling in terms of, I guess, the experience that you kind of just went through?
I actually just was thinking about it, like that was one of those moments when, in high school or when I was a kid, I was shooting alone in the gym and thinking about moments like this and kind of going through things like I'm hitting the shot, the game-winning shot, and 5 threes in a row, whatever it is. And this was one of those, the moments that I was kind of manifesting when I was a kid. So it felt really, really good. But again, we didn't get a win, so it doesn't really matter anymore. And we're going into the next one. And answering your question, the experiences, obviously, it's a lot. I think not just for me, but for everybody. As many games as we can play like this, it's going to be very, very helpful.
Egor, there's now multiple games this season where you're not having your best game, but then in the fourth quarter, you're able to step up and hit some really big shots. Is that clutch gene or, that knack for the big moment, is that something that you feel you've always had, or where do you think that's coming from this season?
I don't know. I feel like I always kind of felt, growing up, comfortable in these type of situations, and it almost like if I have rough game, the end of the game would be kind of easier for me to get this energy out, right? Because I'm like, okay, that's, if not me, who else, sort of thing. Obviously here, the situation is different. There's a lot of people, if it's not me. But, I was lucky enough today to get those opportunities, to get those shots up, and hopefully it's a result of my work in the gym, shooting, the ball.
Egor, obviously, you're not going to, shoot 100% from three for the rest of the season like you did for this stretch in the last 2 quarters. But is there a lesson that you can kind of take in terms of, what your aggressiveness obviously did for yourself, but kind of did for the team as a whole there, as the way you guys played from the start of the fourth quarter on?
I think it's not just me, but everybody, right? To get the energy out of, as I was talking about the crowd, our bench was amazing this game. I thought it was awesome. Everybody were playing, and everybody was impactful, even the guys who didn't get minutes, right? So it's not just about me getting this energy in, but the team effort and the group effort that brought us to the point of being able to come back to the game and, get to the overtime. Thank you.